Okay, let's move on to tension. So I'm going to throw the default on here. Now tension is another physical modeling synth. So this one is designed to be a string, and in particular, a plucked string. Now, the plucked string physical model was really kind of our first physical model, and there's actually some interesting history to it. If you're interested in that, Google Carplus with a K, Karplus, hyphen strong, Carplus strong algorithm. It's kind of where physical modeling synthesis began, was these two dudes who kind of figured out this actually very simple algorithm to emulate a plucked string sound. Anyway, this is way beyond that, but still kind of based in the same thing. I'm hesitant to call this particular device a plucked string because we can do a few different kinds of attack to the string with this physical model. So let's look at this one and think about the kind of four principles from before, right? Oscillators, filters, amplifiers, and envelopes, right? So where are those here? They're a little trickier to find when you're looking at a physical model. In this case, so the oscillator section, I would probably say the exciter section and the body section are what I would consider to be the oscillator. The amplifier I would consider to be the damper section and the termination section. And the reason is that's going to shape the sound quite a bit. Those also could be considered sort of a filter section as well, but they are going to give the sound a lot of shape. For the filter section, we have another tab over here with just a straight up filter. Then we also have a filter envelope, so we have some envelopes here, and an LFO. Neat. So the way this works is let's think about a guitar, okay? Because a guitar is how most people know how a guitar works, right? So in the exciter section, we have, what are we hitting the string with? Plectrum, which is a fancy way to say a pick. So we can hit the string with a pick. Let's make some noise here. Okay. So we can pick that string. Or we could bow the string. Just kind of a weird sound. We could hit it with a hammer, or we could bounce a hammer on it. This is actually a really cool sound, the hammer bouncing. If you've ever bounced a pencil on a guitar string, that's the kind of sound we're getting here. Okay, I'm going to go back to a pick. And then we can kind of adjust a bunch of things about the pick. Protrusion, stiffness, velocity, position, damping. So stiffness might be like how thick is the pick and what's it made out of. Velocity is how hard we're hitting the pick. Position is probably where we're holding the pick. Right up towards the tip makes a little stiffer sound. Towards the back is going to be the pick is going to have some give. Actually, that might be where we're picking the string, more towards the bridge or up by the neck. This might be up by the neck, back by the bridge. That sounds more likely. Damping could be our hand position. Protrusion is probably what I was just talking about, how far out the pick is in our grip. And all of these, we've got that velocity mapping and key mapping if we want them to change based on what key we're playing or how hard we're playing. Okay, then let's go over to the body. Body is off, but we can turn it on. And this is like the shape of our guitar. So do we want it to be the shape of a piano, shape of a guitar? And then do we want it to be small, medium, large, or extra large? Let's say extra large guitar. Okay, sounds about the same. Let's switch it to piano, extra large piano. Not much different there. We might need to go to a bowed setting to really kind of hear those sizes. Okay, then damper. This would be on a guitar, would be like your palm muting stuff, right? Right, so now I'm on heavy. So the position of my hand on a palm muting thing, how much damping, can move up and down the string. Stiffness, mass would probably be like the size of what's doing the muting. I'm going to leave that off. And termination would be like the other end of the string, right? Like the nut. Or your finger. So how thick is your finger? How stiff is your finger? How stiff is the fret? Okay, then we can also adjust where our pickup is. Right, let's get kind of a neck pickup sound. It's cool, and then we can play around with filter if we want, but I'm okay with that just the way it is. So, plucked string, but it can also be bowed or hit with a hammer. Kind of like the hammer sound here. It's a very kind of mellow sound. It's not what I expected out of a hammer, but it works. So I've added in a little rhythmic thing to contribute to our tune. That's it. Let's hear it in context of our whole little multi-synth tune. Cool. I'm going to take the volume down on that a little bit. And you know what might sound good on that, just for fun, is a little delay effect. Let's use a filter delay. It's a little much. Let's try that. Neat. I just thought that'd be fun. We'll talk more about effects later.